It's just silly. It's just like you're also attacking women. You're attacking these girls that are fitness models. There's nothing wrong with being a fitness model, just like there's nothing wrong with being a male fitness influencer. One of those guys that does like a lot of posts on lifting weights and technique, and they're shirtless and they look jacked. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a beautiful woman who makes a living taking photographs with beer.
No, guys that drink Miller Lite like that.
But it's this like narrow view of what a woman is supposed to be. That a woman is only supposed to be a lady who's succeeding and killing it in the corporate world. And like, why? This is why.
I saw another one that was similar to that. So they said, why are we vilifying women that stay home and raise kids and handle the household and that sort of thing, but celebrating the men pretending to be women who stay home and do the same thing. So it's kind of like that juxtaposition. Those dichotomies are interesting. But
well, particularly in the way they dress, right? Because one of the things about trans people is that like you'll celebrate the most stereotypical like image of what a woman is, like short skirts and a lot of makeup and fake eyelashes and like elbow high gloves and the whole deal. It's like it's a caricature of what it's drag. Like what is drag, right? It's like the most ridiculous version of what a woman is, and it's celebrated. But an actual woman like that is disparaged.
We live in interesting times, and I think if Bud Light, remember that scene from The Hangover where Bradley Cooper, they pull over to the side and he's on the road, they're all beat up and he's covered in dust and everything, and he takes that phone call and he's like, man, we fucked up. Like if they just played that clip, like that 10-second clip, and just people would have been like, just put that up, just put it up, and people would have been like, okay, all right, everybody screws up, everybody messes up, we're all trying to navigate this kind of new world, and we're all trying to do the best we can. And
I went on a Bud Light tour back in 2007. Really? Me and Charlie Murphy and John Heffron, we went on a Real Men of Comedy Bud Light tour.
Nice, like Real Men of Genius or whatever that was.
The guy from Survivor was with us.
Jeff Probst, the guy that...
No. The band. Like, it's
Survivor.
The Eye of the Tiger.
Nice.
Because those were the guys that would sing the song, Real Men of Genius.
Oh, no
remember
way.
those?
I do remember those, but I did not know that was
really
Survivor.
Funny. Those were funny
kidding.
ads. And those guys did those ads in front of the audience. So it was like, it was a fun tour. And that gentleman has passed away, the Survivor guy, I believe so. Wasn't the lead singer of Survivor? Didn't he pass away? Super fucking cool guy, though. What a hell of a voice, too. Dang. Yeah, so we get to hang out with those guys and travel the country with them for a month.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we did like 22 dates, and I got to become friends with Charlie and Heffron, and we traveled around. And that was when Bud Light embraced this humorous, like sort of dopey man version of beer, which is like what everybody likes.
Yeah,
like do you know Shane Gillis? One of the best comics in the country. He's fucking top shelf.
If I saw it, I'd know it. But
he's a new guy coming up. But anyway, he drinks Bud Light, and he's in a dilemma.
Oh boy,
because he'll drink Bud Light on the podcast, and we've had podcasts where he drank 16 Bud Lights.
16 in 3 hours.
He's a big boy.
Wow,
big fella.
It's all relative.
He can put him down.
Yeah. It's all relative.
Yeah, he could throw
that's
down
amazing,
some fucking
though.
beer.
Even how big you are, that's pretty serious.
I don't even know
how many did you do?
Fluid.
Were you joining him?
I just can't keep up with that. I'm 6, 7 in. I'm done.
6, 7?
I can't stop.
That's
peeing.
pretty good though. 3 hours. But the peeing.
Bud Light is a light beer. It's only like, what is the percentage of alcohol? 5%? Yeah, it's light.
It's a lot like water.
Yeah, it's for people that like to drink all day long.
You can hydrate with it.
Yeah,
it's actually
you can
not to
hydrate
worry.
with it.
Yeah,
you
don't
get
worry
a little
about it.
Nice little buzz. Yeah, hydrate. It's not offensive tasting.
Now it's just offensive.
Well, it's just one ad campaign. It's just so dumb. And the lady behind it was her. Just like talking about the fratty sense of humor. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to replace it with this fucking mentally ill person?
I know. It's tough. They had a winning.
Just needs attention constantly.
I mean, they had a winning campaign going for decades. It worked.
Yeah, they should have gone back to another Real Men of Genius. Listen, you can make fun of men hardcore in those ads, and we'll laugh along with you.
Absolutely.
It's like it would have been fine.
Yeah, but
and they would have got people to buy Bud Light, which you got the opposite. Now the gay folks don't want it. The trans folks don't want it. Nobody wants it.
Everybody's mad at you. It's tough.
They're saying I've read this story where this bar owner was saying that he had to stop carrying it because people were attacking people that were drinking it.
Oh my gosh.
So people that were like, fuck it, I don't care. I'm not
Right.
involved in this. What are you, fucking communist? People just beating people's asses for having Bud Light. They were having fights at the bars.
It's so sad. I think who are they owned by now? Aren't they owned by some international corporation at this point?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they owned by a Chinese corporation?
Wouldn't be surprised.
Who owns Bud Light?
I think somebody in Europe.
Yeah, who owns Anheuser-Busch? Let's find out who owns
It's a
Anheuser-Busch.
European company, isn't it?
Maybe.
But
Whenever something's bad, I blame it on China.
Yeah. Like those headlights, like those lights that you got, you know?
Oh, the ones for my Land Cruiser? Those actually were from China.
Yeah.
They would look cool. They just died. They got water in them somehow or another. Like, how do you... It's a fucking Land Cruiser.
I mean, come on.
How are they not sealed?
I guess a company called InBev bought it. I've never heard of it.
And what's InBev?
I don't know.
It's tied to the communist
I want to
China
short them
Chinese
right now.
party.
I want to call my broker. I got a feeling this is going to keep going.
Belgian multinational.
Belgium.
Yeah, let's manipulate some markets right now.
Yeah. I
Let's-
think you could.
Let's take a break, though, and let me
Yeah.
make a couple calls.